Whoa, we're live. It's hot. The sun is bright. What's up, YouTube world out there? Chris at Team Aquascape. It is Friday. We are just wrapping up day 3.5. You can see Ariel, Jason. Where's Emmanuel? There he is. So we're just kind of cleaning up for the day. We are super stoked about how the progress for the turtle pond that we've been building this week for Chicago Discus, for their turtles, Harley, Davidson, and Olivia, I believe are their 3 names. So we're super excited about the progress. We cannot wait to finish this and introduce those turtles to their new home. It just looks incredible. So we've got the entire pond. Thanks a lot, Seahawks 765. We've got the entire pond rocked in. Kind of, let me turn the camera around here so you don't see my ugly face. But there he is. So we got our skimmer right there. That's going to have a 9PL blasting up to 2 biofalls, which are underneath the liner right there. We also have a snorkel centipede setup down in here. It's covered up by the cobbles right now. That's going to be feeding these spillway walls, which are going to be awesome. We're going to have a patio cantilevered out over the top, so that dirt will all come out of there. There's our remaining rock pile. Sorry for the shaky camera work, but there's our remaining rock pile that we're going to end up finishing out the waterfalls with. There will be a stepper pathway coming through here, twisting, turning. It'll Y off and go to something really cool over there. We'll show you that at the end of the project, and then it will lead you out to some stepping stones going across the pond, leading you out to that patio. So kind of where the machine's at. We have had some logistical challenges here, one way in, one way out, which is all through that 7-foot opening between the viburnums back there. So you can kind of see we've got the fence up now. We're right on an alley, so that's also been a little bit tough, yet nice to have and accessible because all the rock has come through there. So initially, when we got all the rock off the street when it was delivered, we had to stage all the rock over here so that we could reach all this stuff on this side of the pond. Now we ended up making the pond probably 20-25% larger. You get up here so you can see. Than we originally, I guess, designed or anticipated, but the client was totally cool with that because who wouldn't be? But after we started carving rocks in, we just felt like that was what we needed to do. You can see some really unique driftwood elements here, over there. There's also a beach area, basking area for the turtles. All those flat rocks is really full sun all day. Let me show you this. This is what I really like. So this was the thumbnail, but we've got this really cool piece of driftwood. The turtles are gonna love to kind of burrow underneath there for kind of their place to hang out. But look at the rock work in through here. We've got some 3-watt lights strewn about the pond. We've got one there. We've got one underneath this little fish cave. I don't know if you can see that right there. We've got them highlighting these spillway walls. We're gonna have some underneath the stepper pathway. Just super pumped with how this is turning out. We're gonna redo that waterfall because I hate it. And those are the last couple rocks we set today, and I was just kind of tired of it. So we'll knock all that out on Monday. We'll get our stepper pathway, get all this dirt out of here. We had 2 mountains of dirt. Not just Jason. What up, player? Well, thanks for joining us. Jason from Earthworks is on, everybody. They're an awesome company out of Jacksonville, Florida. Highly recommend anybody in that area that's looking for a water feature, give them a shout. They've got an incredible garden center, display gardens. Good to hear from you, bud. Hope you have a good weekend. So anyways, let me show you these 6,000 biofalls real quick. So I'm gonna go ahead and peel this liner back so you can see that. Let me get back over here. So, I didn't do a very good job, did I? Get over here. Hold on, folks. Let me show you. So these are our biofilters, right? We've got two 6,000 biofalls. We've got them offset. This is actually going to kind of flow out into a pooling area that's going to be fed by a waterfall coming from there. And then we'll have a nice big dramatic drop. Whoa, big dramatic drop dropping down from about this level down into a pooling area, maybe kick left and then down through this waterfall entering into the pond. So that's kind of what that is. Those are our biological filters. There's a pretty considerable volume on this pond. A 6,000 probably would have been adequate, but it's better to overfilter this thing as opposed to underfilter. So we tack 2 on there. We're gonna do a really, really good job of concealing those. Again, just some more of the rock work. There's a little fish cave down and through there. We've got pea gravel on the bottom, and then on a handful of our shelves, also mixed in with some of our red flint, which is like our 1 to 3 inch gravel. There's my coffee cup, because all you know that I love coffee. That's how I survive the day. There's a variety of rocks that are just barely out of water on this pond. So like this one right here, right about there is water level. So so water will be all the way around that, and it'll be kind of this little peninsula or island, I guess, excuse me, out of water. We've got this rock right here, this little knob is out of water, and then everything else is submerged. So I love doing that when we're designing these ponds, is just getting the tips of some of these rocks out of water. It just looks, it's such a cool look. Yeah, I don't know, guys. It's been a beautiful week here in Chicago. Yes, we are in the city, even though it does not feel like it. We're on the far northwest side, building a classic turtle pond that's just going to be an unforgettable thing. Josie, Miranda, and everybody at Chicago Discus, we're gonna kind of reveal it to them when we're finished next week, and I cannot wait to see their reactions. They're gonna love it. This is super special to them, but it's also super special to us because of all the good that they're doing. And this is the ultimate outdoor aquarium. And for 2 people, and for a group of people that are really into aquariums and into fish, I couldn't imagine anybody else that would appreciate this artwork any more than them. So yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen any questions come through on the live chat, so I'm just gonna kind of pan around. I don't have a whole lot to tell you, other than, I don't know if I mentioned this, but we've got a 9PL in the skimmer, which is going to be fed into a 3-inch line. Mr. Helfrich, good to see you. We wish you were here too, buddy. So this will be fed by a 3-inch line, going all the way up to those 6,000 biofalls. And there's a 5PL in the snorkel feeding the spillway walls. So it just looks incredible. Just really geeked how it's turning out. We've been a little short-staffed, so we're a little bit behind on the schedule, but we're muscling through it and doing the best we can. So I think we're in good shape for Monday, and hopefully we'll finish that up. So Colin, hey, how you doing? How many turtles will be in the pond total? We'll have 3 turtles in here. I don't know if you were around at the beginning of the video. Harley, Davidson, and Olivia are their names. So I have not seen them yet. So I can only wait to meet them, or can't wait to meet them. Anywho, so I hope you guys are loving what you see. I hope you guys are really enjoying watching the Team Aquascape videos. We love doing the live vlogs. It's a little bit easier for us to just pull out our camera and show you what we're up to, as opposed to trying to do some of the daily vlogs that our editing team was doing. Yes, I can. Helfrich, you want to see some jets? So Brian Helfrich, everybody, just messaged over and said he'd like to see how the jets are plumbed. So what we did was, sorry, my little battery came up. What we did is we've got the snorkel centipede hidden under here. Let me pull off some of these cobbles so you can see this. So here's the snorkel cap, right? And then there's a centipede that goes all the way down underneath here. That's where all those cobbles are, as a pre-filter. There is a 2-inch line tapped into here that's going to go this way, this way, this way, this way. It goes underneath our 3-inch line, goes all the way around. We dug a nice deep trench, bulkheaded in the line through the liner back over there with a 2-inch bulkhead fitting, and then drilled through the side of our stacked slate spillway wall. So these things are super versatile, and we are just barely scratching the surface as to how we're going to use these. But we've got a 2-inch line coming through here with a series of manifolds. Sorry guys, series of manifolds coming up, and we ended up using the overflow elbow that we get in the skimmer kits, and we've got 2 of them. So let me show you. I'm gonna pull this liner back. So you can see we bulkheaded in up here, plugged that middle hole, bulkheaded it again. So we did the same thing over here. And water is going to come up, and there's a series of T's inside of these spillway walls. And the 2-inch line runs all the way throughout, and then there's 2-inch line running up to the bottom of these bulkhead fittings. I hope that makes sense to you guys. Excuse me. And then these are all filled with gravel so that they're nice and sturdy. And as we're what's the word I'm looking for? As we're moving around behind it, we're not going to cave these things in. We do have a couple big rocks kind of flanking each side, you know, just to kind of more for scale than stability. But we like filling these things with gravel so that they're nice and rigid and sturdy. So, Helfrich, I hope that helps. But that's what's going to happen. So water will come up through these overflow elbows and then shoot this way. The water level is set right here, right at the top of that. So these are actually about a 1/2 inch, 3/8 of an inch underwater. We are going to have a patio come out and cantilever over the top. It's going to look incredible. We're going to put, because there's only an inch variance above, we're going to end up putting a couple bricks. Sorry, there's only an inch variance between this spillway and the top, or the spillway weir, I guess, for the spillway wall and the top of the wall. So we're going to put some bricks on just to elevate that that patio a little bit more, so that we can have that 4 inches of liner above water level back behind this, so that we don't have any leaks or low edges, if that makes sense. I'll explain it all when we get the patio in. Maybe I'll do a live video as we're excavating and showing how we bring the patio out over the top. That would probably be a good idea. But super pumped. These are going to be circulation jets pushing water back across the pond towards the skimmer. Otherwise, this would probably be a dead area over here. And then we've got one flipped around conversely, just to continue this shape, and then we kind of serpentined it back because we love giving it this organic shape. It kind of flows kind of like an S, and then it hooks back around. So again, really scratching the surface on the versatility of these stacked spillway walls, stacked slate spillway walls. They're not just a fountainscape, folks. We're using them in ponds. We're using them as waterfalls. If some of you guys saw the video from the Flower and Garden Show, you saw what we did there. Just really love this product. And it's a really quick way to rock in a 3-foot tall shelf. Approximately how many gallons is a pond, Colin? I don't know yet. I would say around 3,000. What else? Gosh, I could keep talking about this thing. So you see this mound of cobbles. We're gonna end up using a lot of these kind of underneath, especially down here. That'll all be 12 inches of water on top of these cobbles. So we're just gonna kind of break up some of this pea gravel in through here. Hi, Jenna Tucker. So yes, so that's where we're at, guys. Thank you everybody. When do the stepping stones go in? They're gonna go in on Monday. We'll have those. That'll probably be one of the first things that we take care of after we get that bottom waterfall built. We kind of focused on a bunch of dirt work and rocking up to that point today, and there you have it. Any other questions? Especially you, Mr. Helfrich? I don't want to talk about the bird cage. That's going to be a surprise. but thanks. That's part of the surprise. I don't want to spoil it too much because we haven't even gotten into that, but that's going to be a nice little addition to the stack slate walls, the main waterfalls, or is there going to be, there is a separate waterfall. These are actually just part of the wall in the pond, and they're acting as circulation jets. Am I kidding? I don't know. I'm not following you, Helfrich or Jason. Anyways, these are not going to be the waterfall. The main waterfalls is going to be up there. Cool. All right, guys. Well, if you don't have anything else, I'm going to cut out of here, get my guys home so they can start their weekend. But that's kind of where we're at. Thanks again for tuning in. Sorry, if it felt long, I'm sorry. Have a great week, guys. Anyways, like I was about to say earlier, thanks for supporting the Team Aquascape channel. Don't forget to tune in to Greg Whitstock, the pond guy, as well as follow us on Aquascape Inc., Aquascape Chicagoland on Facebook, and all the other social media outlets. Sayonara. Have a great weekend. Continue living the dream, folks, and God bless water features. Bye.